Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So in this video we are going to learn a new chapter, and that is chapter 3, periodic table. So in this video I'm going to discuss specifically chapter 3.1, classification of elements. Okay, so that's mean by the end of this video you should be able to describe period, groups and block. Specify the position of metal, metalloid and non-metal in periodic table. And lastly, you should be able to deduce the position of elements from its electronic configuration. Okay, so before this, we have learned how to write electronic configuration in chapter 2. Now, we are going to use this electronic configuration to determine the position of that element in periodic table. So this is the periodic table of elements. Okay, so periodic table is a table that arrange all the elements in increasing proton number. So as you can see from this periodic table, actually element arranged here, for example over here, hydrogen 1 proton, helium 2 proton, and then over here lithium 3 proton, beryllium 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. So as you can see, the arrangement is increasing order of proton number. Okay, alright, overall there are 7 period and 18 group. Okay, so let us look at period first. Okay, period is numbered from 1 to 7. So as you can see over here, okay, so ini yang horizontal ni adalah period. Okay, so starting from yang atas, this is period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, period 5, period 6 and lastly is period 7. Okay, that's mean along this, itu adalah period lah. Okay, right, and then dia kata element in the same period has the same principal quantum number n. Okay, so that's mean we should be able to expect that beryllium and boron, since dia berada dalam period yang sama, so dia punya principal quantum number which is the value of n, dia akan berakhir dengan 2 lah sebab dia period 2. Okay, alright, so nak faham lagi, kita tengok point seterusnya. Highest principal quantum number which is n will determine the period of that element in periodic table. Okay, so before this, kita dah tengok dalam learning outcome, kita nak tengok daripada electronic configuration, kita nak determine position of the element dalam periodic table. Okay, so cara dia yang pertama nak determine at period adalah kita tengok nilai n, dan n yang kamu tengok adalah the highest principal quantum number in the electronic configuration. Okay, for example sodium, dia punya n ada 1, 2 dengan 3, tapi the highest principal quantum number is 3 lah. Okay, so n dia yang paling tinggi adalah 3. So that's mean sodium is in period 3. Okay, so maksud dia macam tu. So kita check mana sodium. Okay, sodium mungkin kamu tak nampak, but actually sodium is here. Okay, next to magnesium sini. Okay, so this is sodium. Sodium memang berada di period 3. Okay, so betul. Right, so next let us look at chlorine. Okay, so chlorine, the highest principal quantum number is also 3. That's mean chlorine is in period 3. Okay, so where is chlorine? Okay, chlorine is over here. So kita tengok, yes, betul, chlorine is in period 3. Okay, so from the electronic configuration, macam mana nak determine period? Tengok highest principal quantum number n. Okay, right. Next, let us look at group. Okay, so group are numbered from 1 to 18. Okay, so group dia vertical. Okay, so that's mean yang ini adalah group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay, ini semua 3, 4, 5. Kiranya group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 groups. Okay, alright, and then dia kata element in the same group have the same number of valence electron. Okay, so element yang ada valence electron yang sama, that's mean dia adalah group yang sama. Ataupun elemen dalam group yang sama, dia akan ada same valence electron. Benda yang sama lah, terbalik je ayat saya kan. Okay, so that's mean kalaulah group 2 ni, kita sepatutnya expect beryllium and magnesium, since dua-dua berada di dalam group 2, so kita expect dua-dua ni untuk ada 2 valence electron. The same for magnesium. Okay, sebab dia berada di dalam group yang sama. So, kita tengok lagi. Element in the same group also have the same chemical properties. Yes, okay. So, elemen dalam group yang sama macam tadi yang saya tunjuk beryllium and magnesium, dia punya sifat chemical dia sama sebab dia group yang sama, valence elektron dia sama. Okay, so let us look at this example here. So, lithium and sodium. So, as you can see, lithium 2s1, dia punya valence electronic configuration dia lah. Okay, so macam mana saya determine valence electronic configuration? Senang je. Kamu tengok dekat sini, principal quantum number paling tinggi adalah 2 lah. Okay, so itu adalah dia punya valence elektron dia. Okay, so valence electronic configuration, tapi valence elektron dia ada satu je lah dalam tu. Okay, and then for sodium pula, dia punya highest principal quantum number is n equal to 3. So in this case, 3s1 ni adalah dia punya valence electronic configuration, and dalam ni ada 1 electron, so valence electron dia adalah 1. Okay, so since both lithium and sodium ni ada 1 valence electron, that's mean lithium and sodium are in group 1 dalam periodic table. So let us check. Right, so okay, saya dah cover dekat sini, but actually lithium should be here lah. Okay, and sodium dekat sini. So both berada di dalam group 1. Okay, and then next fluorine and chlorine. Okay, so sama juga macam mana nak tengok valence electron. Look for nilai n yang paling tinggi adalah 2 lah in this case. So that's mean the valence electronic configuration is 2s2 and 2p5 for fluorine. For chlorine, the valence electronic configuration yang highest dia adalah 3. So that's mean dia punya valence electronic configuration is 3s2 and 3p5. Okay, so we need to count the number of electron. Okay, 5 plus 2 is 7. So that's mean for fluorine there are 7 valence electron. That's mean fluorine is in group 17. Okay, chlorine pun ada 7 valence electron, so also dalam group 17. Okay, so kenapa bukan group 7? Why not group 7? Why must be group 17? Okay, sebab group 17 sebab you need to look at sini. Okay, so since dia stop electronic configuration dia, kita stop writing at P. That mean this element fluorine and chlorine exist in P block. Okay, ini later on kita belajar. So bila dia exist dalam P block, okay, so saya dah tulis dekat sini. For element in P block, the group number you have to add 10. Okay, so that's mean number of valence electron tadi 7 plus 10. Okay, bila nak plus 10? When you stop writing electronic configuration at P. That's mean the element is in P block. Okay, so P block is over here. Okay, so this one adalah elemen dalam P block. Okay, so kena tambah 10 sebab sini ada lagi elemen yang kita kena lalu. Okay, so tadi kita kata fluorine and chlorine is group 17, betul lah. Okay, so memang berada di dalam group 17. Okay, alright, and then this is extra information. Group 1 also known as alkaline metal, group 2 alkaline earth metal, group 3 to 12 is transition metal. Okay, ataupun elemen dalam D block sometimes saya panggil. Okay, so transition metal dekat sini Okay, so this is the transition metal. Okay, and then group 16 cauchogen 17 halogen. Okay, halogen ni usually kita akan banyak kali guna. And group 18 inert or noble gases. Next, we want to look at metal, nonmetal and metalloid in periodic table. Elements such as boron, silicon, germanium semua ni that lie along the line that separate metal and nonmetal have properties of both metal and nonmetal. These elements are referred to as metalloid. Okay, for your information, element listed here is called metalloid. Okay, so metalloid means element that have both metal and non-metal properties. Okay, so where is the metalloid in periodic table? Okay, ini yang color pink ni. Okay, walaupun tak clear sangat. So actually metalloid, okay, separate metal and non-metal. Over here is metalloid, but the rest yang sebelah sini, except for hydrogen, adalah metal. Okay, while the other side is non-metal. Okay, so that's mean from now on you have to be able to imagine in your head. Okay, periodic table, on the left hand side is metal, on the right hand side is non-metal, and both non-metal and metal is separated by metalloid. Alright, so let us look at block. Okay, so as I mentioned previously, block, okay, this one is, the green one is P block element, okay, yang hijau ni. Yang on the left ni adalah S block element, while pink here is D block element. D block element is applicable for transition metal tadi, and the rest yang dekat bawah ni yang terasing ni is F block. Okay, so if you look S, P, D, F. Okay, so this is the letter that you use to write your electronic configuration. Okay, so dekat sini kamu boleh nampak juga, saya dah tunjuk dah. Okay, so this is period 1. Okay, so electronic configuration dia 1 lah. Tapi since this hydrogen, actually hydrogen dekat sini, hydrogen ni berada di S block, so dia punya electronic configuration akan jadi 1s nanti. So kita tengok lah and so on. Kalau dia berada di D block, dia punya electronic configuration akan jadi D lah. Macam tadi kita cakap element in P block, macam mana saya dapat recognize bila saya stop writing electronic configuration dekat P, that's mean that element exists in P block. Okay, P block that's mean yang inilah. Okay, so now let us look at S block. Group 1 and 2 exist in S block. Okay, so betul lah, sebab sini kamu boleh tengok ini group 1, ini group 2. So S block lah. Okay, alright, and then all S block element have half filled S orbital or fully filled S orbital in the outermost shell. Okay, that is correct. Okay, for example, kalau hydrogen dekat sini dia 1s1 sahajalah, that means half filled. While for beryllium here, dia adalah 2s2. Okay, that means all the elements here akan stop dekat s1, while all the element here akan stop dekat s2. Okay, alright, so configuration of valence electron and s1 to ns2, and here that means I can replace any dengan period lah, starting from period 1 until period 7. Okay, so for example, sodium 1s2 to s2 to p6, 3s1. Okay, so when we stop writing at S, that means sodium exists in S block. Okay, so ini another tips untuk determine block from electronic configuration. Just tengok balik dekat mana kamu stop writing electronic configuration tu. Okay, since we stop writing at 3s1, dia adalah S block. Okay, so the same goes for calcium. Since we stop writing our electronic configuration at 4s2, which is S, so that means calcium is in S block. Okay, so where is calcium? Calcium is here. Okay, so betul lah S block. Alright, next kita tengok P block. P block element starting from group 13 to group 18. Total there are 6 group. Configuration for valence electron dia adalah ns2 and p1 until ns2 and p6. Okay, so that means dia punya valence electronic configuration adalah 2s2. Lepas tu contohlah kalau carbon, dia stop dekat sini, so 2p2. Okay, ini adalah p1. Lepas tu ini p3 and p4 and then p5, and then the last one here adalah p6. Alright, so aluminium, since we stop writing electronic configuration at P, that means aluminium exists in P block. Okay, and then the valence electron ada ni lah, 2 plus 1, so 3. And then since P block tadi kita kata, so dia punya 3 valence electron tu must add with 10. So aluminium is actually in group 13. Okay, so group 13, aluminium, P block. Okay, so betul. Alright, next kita tengok D block, also known as transition element group 3 until 12. Okay, yang in the middle tu. Okay, dia punya electronic configuration for valence electron dia adalah lain sikit. Okay, so as you can see over here, you have to take n minus 1 d1 ns2 to n minus d10 ns2. Okay, so maksudnya dekat sini adalah when we write down the electronic configuration and we want to detect where is the valence electronic configuration, kita mesti ambil S dengan D. So maksudnya inilah. Okay, so this is the valence electronic configuration. And valence electron dia kena tambah lah 3 plus dengan 2. So 5. So that mean elemen vanadium ni berada dalam group 5. Okay, so kita check mana vanadium. Okay, over here is vanadium. So vanadium is in group 5. So betul lah. Okay. Alright. So ingatlah D block dia lain sikit. Valence electron dia bukan sahaja ambil yang highest principal quantum number, but you have to take D orbital tu sekali. Okay. And this one, kamu might be wondering kenapa dia tulis D dulu, bukan kita isi for S. Yes, we need to fill in for S first, then fill in D. But then after that kan saya cakap kita boleh tukar the position tu. Okay, so dalam case ni dia dah tukar awal-awal lah. Okay, and lastly F block, okay, involve elements starting from lanthanide to Lu and actinide to Lr. Okay, so configuration of valence electron involved for F and 5F. Okay, so this one senang je. When we write our electronic configuration starting from 1s and you stop dekat 4f ke 5f ke, that mean itu adalah F block element. Okay, alright. So basically settle for block. Okay, cara nak determine block daripada electronic configuration adalah check dekat mana kamu stop writing your electronic configuration. For example, kalau D block, okay, kita tak stop writing at 4s, tapi actually kita stop writing dekat 3D sebab kita fill in 4s dulu, then tak cukup kita baru gerak ke 3D. That means we stop writing at 3D. That means the element is in D block. Okay, done. Okay, so to enhance your understandings, let us look at example. Okay, classify the following element into its appropriate group, period and block. Okay, so saya dah buat table dah. So that senang kita nak isi. So first dia bagi electronic configuration for P, and then we need to determine group, period and block. Okay, so I will start with block lah. Okay, sebab block senang je nak determine. We have to look where we stop writing electronic configuration. Okay, so we stop writing electronic configuration for P at 3p6. That mean over here adalah P block lah jawapan dia. Okay, alright. And then period, how about period? Okay, period before this kita cakap kita kena tengok dekat N principal quantum number, which one is the highest. The highest is 3. That mean element P is in period 3. Okay, how about group? Okay, so to determine group, we have to determine dia punya valence electronic configuration dulu. So, valence electronic configuration berada dekat shell yang paling luar, which is N equal to 3. So, that means 3s2 and 3p6 ni adalah valence electronic configuration. Valence electron dia adalah 2 plus 6, which is 8 valence electron. And then, dia bukan group 8 sebab this is P block. Okay, P block that means we have to add 10. So 8 plus 10 equal to 18. That means element P berada di dalam group 18. Okay. Next, let us look at Q. Okay, so this is the electronic configuration for Q. Since we stop writing electronic configuration at 4p, that means this element Q is also in P block. Okay, and then how about period? Okay, so the highest principal quantum number is 4. That means element Q is in period 4. Then how about group? Okay, so in order to determine group, first we need to determine the valence electron. Okay, so valence electron, okay, macam susah sikit kan nak determine valence electron dekat sini, nak ambil P dengan D ke? Tapi taklah, mana ada combination PD. S dengan D tadi adalah untuk elemen dalam D block. Okay, so saya suggest untuk kamu rearrange this electronic configuration. Okay, so DS2 3p6. Okay, and then over here we know that we fill in for S first. Okay, seperti yang dalam ni, kita fill in for S first, then only we fill in 3D. After we fill in, then we can rearrange the position. Okay, so over here is 3D10, 4S2, 4P5. Okay, kiranya kita isi 4S dulu, 3D. Lepas tu kita tukar tempat dia supaya senang kita nampak ni lah. Okay, so sekarang barulah clear. Okay, so we can see that the valence electronic configuration is actually 4s2, 4p5. Okay, so 2 electron. Okay, 2 plus 5 is 7. So this is element dalam P block. That means 7 need to add 10. Okay, so element Q berada di dalam group 17. Okay, so next let us move to R. Okay, R sama juga, we start writing at S. That means R is in S block. Okay, and then dia punya highest principal quantum number is 4. That means element R berada di dalam period 4. Okay, and then last kita kena determine group for R. Okay, group dia punya valence electronic configuration adalah for S2 sahaja sebab dia S block kan. Okay, so ini kita just ada 2 valence elektron sahaja. So 2 valence elektron, that mean group 2 lah sebab S block kan group 1 or group 2 sahaja. Okay, and then S pula, okay, S adalah elemen yang berada di mana? Di S block ke di D block? Okay, so kita ingat balik, when we write down electronic configuration, kita akan fill in 3P for S. After that, then we will fill in 3D. That means 3D here adalah yang paling last kita fill in. So, maksudnya kita stop writing at D. So, maksudnya ini elemen ni berada di dalam D block. Okay, and then period, highest principal quantum number is 4. That means period 4. For group pula, okay, so ini adalah elemen berada di dalam D block. Okay, for D block elemen kan kita cakap lain sikit. Kita kena ambil S dengan D sebagai dia punya valence electronic configuration. Okay, so there are 3 electron plus with 2 equal to 5. Okay, so total 5 valence electron. That means element S is in group 5. Okay, you don't have to add 10 sebab ini adalah D block element, bukan P block element. Okay, for T, kita stop writing at for P. So, maksudnya elemen T is in P block. Okay, then how about dia punya period? Okay, so period, highest principal quantum number is 4. So, period 4. And then for group, okay, confuse sikit. So, kita buat macam yang atas juga. Kita rearrange balik this electronic configuration after kita fill in the electron. So 3D10 for S2 for P6. Okay, so now we can see clearly the valence electronic configuration adalah for S2 for P6. Okay, so 2 plus 6 equal to 8 valence electron. P block, that means we have to add 10 electrons, so 18. That means T is in group 18. Okay, so I think settle lah untuk example, and actually we have done with chapter 3.1. Okay, so I think I will stop here. Thank you. Bye-bye.